Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Joe of Mr. Joe Comments. The title of today's video is Why Do the Democrats Want Illegal Immigration? Now, there's a certain amount of corruption in politics in every country. The Republicans are corrupt too, to a certain extent. It's unavoidable in any kind of democracy, but the Democrats, the amount of corruption far exceeds that of the Republican Party. In democratic states in the United States and in cities, we openly have mayors proclaiming we are a sanctuary city, and even some governors. Why are they saying this? Why do they proclaim that illegal immigrants can come and find sanctuary there when it's against the law? Because it's a matter of money. Democratic mayors, politicians, judges, and governors are getting rich from the labor of illegal immigrants. In many cities, thousands of cities around this country, early in the morning, you can see people standing on street corners. Many of them are legal, many are illegal. And these are picked up by American contractors for jobs such as garden work, mowing lawns, lawn and garden work, planting flowers, maybe cutting down some trees, simple carpentry jobs around the house. And those who aren't, the illegal immigrants who aren't picked up on the street for jobs, they find employment in factories such as meat processing plants, paper plants, and so on. Now, the mayors and politicians of these cities get rich by the employers who employ illegal immigrants because the employers, they can pay them substandard wages and they save. Many people aren't aware that your employer has to pay an equal amount of Social Security for employing you and unemployment insurance and other things like that. It's getting expensive for American industries to employ people, most industries. So these employers of illegal immigrants, they make a lot of money and many get rich off of undocumented laborers, the same thing, synonymous with illegal immigration, illegal laborers. And they funneled some of this money to the politicians in return for not getting arrested and prosecuted. In a small city, this amount of money can amount to thousands of dollars. Excuse me. In a large city, it can amount to hundreds of thousands of dollars to the greedy politicians in this city. Remember, there's more than one. There's not only the mayor, but politicians in office, judges, other clerics, and administrative people. There's quite a few people getting rich from this labor. That's why they allow it. And in a big city, the amount of money can amount to perhaps millions of dollars. Now, much of this money is given legally to their political action committees and funds for re-election, and there's other kinds of funds and committees that politicians have set up that you can donate to. So most of it's legal, but there's a lot of illegal money going under the table, unrecorded to these politicians. And that explains why, excuse me again, Democratic politicians mostly come forward and they say openly, we're a sanctuary city. In other words, they're breaking the law and they're not ashamed to admit it. And the same thing happens sometimes in Republican cities, but not to the same degree, nowhere near it. So, my question is why you, the American people, are still voting Democratic. If a man comes to you, if I came to you and said, I openly said, I break the law on this matter or that matter, would you trust me? How can you trust anyone who's willing to break federal law to make themselves rich? Obviously, you can't. They promise everything and deliver nothing. I'm going to make another video in the next week or two about why no American should vote for the Democratic Party because they offer practically nothing to nobody. Other than abortions, they're really very destructive. And they've become, like I says, they've become parasitic and destructive. California used to be a great state, but now there's homelessness, drug addiction, uh, widespread depravity of all kind. It's just incredible. So I'm hoping that you, the people, and my viewers, as I get more and more viewers, if you're Democratic already, you will turn away from this party. This party, like I said, I find it absolutely incredible that 75 million people voted for, excuse me, for Kamala Harris in the last election. Many may hate Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump has his faults. I know he's not perfect, but he had a better vision for America than Kamala Harris. You have the same old tired campaign from the Democrats. Oh, and I saw a news clip on Google the other day that 52% of Democrats want new party leaders. They're tired of the same agenda. So this Democratic Party is now corrupt and perverse. They're nowhere near the party of the 50s and 60s, the 60s and 70s especially. So I'd like to, oh, and when LA was burning, I saw on TV on some woman's channel, I can't remember her name. This may have been kind of brutal and cruel for her to say, but she said to the people of LA, you're getting what you voted for. In other words, you voted for politicians who are corrupt and perverse. They've perverted every democratic concept and ideal that we stand for. This is what you voted for. So, in a future video, I don't know if it's going to be my next one, but I'm making a video uh, why no American should vote for the Democratic Party. Maybe the title will be an open message to Democratic voters. Anyway, this is my video for today. Mr. Joe signing off. Hope you have a good day.